Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. It's your weekend reading for Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 11th of September 2022, where stuff's happening, isn't it? Stuff's going on. We've got a full moon in Pisces, which, gosh, bound to be a mosh, isn't it, really? There's a full moon in Pisces. And we have Mercury going retrograde as well. So it's all happening. It's all going on. It's like we're leaping into a giant swimming pool or a cesspit. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It could be a bit of both, couldn't it? Now, I have an update here on the door. This is weird. So the letterbox and the door knocker and everything all went back on. And I was thinking, how's she going to paint it with those back on? She's not, because what I thought was undercoat is the colour. I don't know what to think. It's a huge anticlimax for me, and maybe for you too. Let me know. So we're talking, well, you can imagine it if you were talking a light undercoat colour. So it's light grey. It's light grey, people. Matte, light grey matte. It's not that impressive. I'm disappointed. I'm probably hoping for letterbox red. Anyhow, there it is. Now you know. Now you know. Okay, what do we need to know for this weekend and where we're going and kicking off Mercury retrograde and all of that good stuff? I don't want to read reversals, but I think we are. Woohoo! We are going to read them. Itchy nose. Valentine joins us, by the way. There she is. Hi, Val. Absolutely spark out. Itchy nose. Minnie's in a plant pot outside. Ginger and White Cat kind of stalking her on the bench. I know. The society that goes on outside in the garden. Let us go face and card. Wowzers, people. Look at this. This is a bit of a jumble, isn't it? This is a bit like, I don't know, sale day at Primark. Look at it. Can I even fit it all in? Let's hope so. Try not to get some old pair of knickers in or something that's on the floor. Right, I'll show you that one and then we'll put these here. So that gives us more of an idea. Can you see if we were just doing this, even looking at it as pictures, that there's a lot of jiggery pokery. There's a lot of characters and a lot of drama. Now, what you do want to know that's really nice is that the Six of Wands is the overall energy card. So you come out of it, at least. I have a feeling that this has something of the sewage pipe. I know we talk about this a lot, don't we, on the channel? This has something of the sewage pipe of Shawshank Redemption. You know, when Tim Robbins is crawling through the cesspit pipe thing, horrible thing, to escape the prison. And then he just gets spat out into a field and is covered in you know what, but he's free. Okay? It might be a bit like that. But we do have some nice reversals, actually, and I don't often get to say that. So we've got the Five of Wands in reverse here. And the Five of Wands, of course, is difficulties and things being very kind of tightly held and strung up, and miscommunication and a sense of competition. So I feel like if you get the Five of Wands in reverse and it comes up for the Six of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner or vegan alternative, okay? You're winning. Now, winning looks different at different times. Sometimes winning is swanning in, fetching the pink ribbon and the trophy and all the rest of it and having a great time of it. Sometimes winning is crawling through a sewage pipe. Don't literally do that. And being spat out of the other end. Sometimes you have to win dirty. And when I look at these three at the end, I've got the Nine of Swords in reverse as well, which actually is really nice. There's something that you may have been worried about, that you may have had on your mind, that may have been playing over and over and over again like a stuck record, like it does with a lot of us. Tends to kind of make itself known at 4 o'clock in the morning, or that period before you go to sleep when, you know, you should be just, yes, I'm going to go to sleep. But sometimes, and I had this a couple of nights ago, don't know if you ever get what you probably do because you're human. Instead, it was just like, well, have you thought about this? And what about that? And at the same time, you've never thought about this, how? And I was just like, whoa. It was almost like a little committee had just shuffled into the room. And it was one of those, you know, when at work, when you really don't want to have a meeting at all, and there's some really keen looking people with clipboards, and they're like, well, we've discovered this and we have a spreadsheet about that. And what do you think upon analysis? And you're like, I'm going to give you my maths face about this. But this can happen. And that's what the Nine of Swords is. It's your own internal, frankly, BS committee, all, you know, getting a sense of self-importance. Do you know what I said on a video the other day? Instead of taking stock, I said staking talk. Can I just say, this is what happens. Those of you that have been watching me a long time. Oh my God. You know, don't you? You know what I'm like. My words during Mercury retrograde, during Mercury retrograde, just disintegrate into spoonerisms. So staking talk, that was an absolute classic. Nine of Swords is your keen committee of BS, and they're in reverse. Queen of Swords is in reverse too. Queen of Swords could be somebody who's been picking at you, because she can be like that. But also it can be you stop picking at yourself. And sometimes when the astrological energies, folk, women dancing, are so kind of casserole of nonsensey, you just have to almost let it go, don't you? And just say, well, do you know what? I don't have a whole lot of control over this. And we're just going to swim through the poo pipe and see where we end up. Okay? This is what you come to me for when you're having your breakfast, isn't it? I know, sorry, not very appetizing. Okay. In the middle, the lovely Empress, who's been coming up in so many of my Mercury retrograde flavoured readings, massively. She came up, I did a timestamp one the other day. She came up in every single sign except one. And it was shuffling like mad. I was like, shh, 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 like that. Ping, the Empress. So we'll take it. She's Demeter. She is goddess of crops and fertility and making things grow and ideas and all of that good stuff. It's a lovely card. And also the Page of Pentacles. He is standing out there in the field. There's a season for everything and he knows it, and he's patient, and he's not like the spreadsheet committee who are, you know, breathing down your neck with their clipboards. He's just out there holding his pentacle and appreciating the beauty of the movement of the season. That's what we need to do to be in this situation. The Page of Wands is in reverse. When he's in reverse, it's like, ain't no fire to put out here. We got a long way to go with this old retro journey. I'm using the journey word. We're on a journey. We got a long way to go with this retro energy, but there's some beautiful things to create along the way, and we've got the Six of Wands and we're not afraid to use it. Itchy nose. Let's have an oracle card. Now, what am I going to do? I've cleaned out the tarot cupboard a bit and it's honestly thrown me into utter confusion. I'm going to have to do it again because my organisation skills are terrible and I can now only half find things that I want to find. I've kind of solved half the problems and created several more, I think. Oh dear. Let's find an oracle card in here. What are these? Yeah, all right. I don't know what they are. I wonder, no, they're not. I did find loads of like accompanying books and boxes and decks, and I couldn't put them all together. So I'm like, oh, is that? Including those map ones by Colette Baron Reid. Remember I told you it was the map ones and it was actually the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Yeah, I'm having all sorts of shenanigans. Oh, yes. So I think these are the person who did Whispers of Love, if that's any help to you. Let me just biddly bop to here. Unicorn. Yes. Invite serendipity. Now, clearly she's not been through the pipe, okay? And that's okay, because there are different ways of doing things, and maybe we need to invite a little bit of this kind of fairy dust. And those of you that are gem stars can use your glittering the turd emoji at this point. Oh yes, that's what it was made for. Yeah, we're glittering the turds as we go along here. We're sprinkling the fairy dust in the poo pipe. I can't believe this reading has gone in this direction. Can I just apologise in advance if you are eating, or you know, you were contemplating having something to eat, because you probably are no longer, but you know what I'm saying, okay? Six of Wands, we've also got to big up the small stuff that we get along the way. Recognise the glittering prizes, however small they are, because that's going to kind of strengthen our case. This is slow and it's seasonal, and we're in the seasonal pull of retrograde, and that's a backwards pull and a messy pull, okay? Best get into that energy, but know that the Empress is an absolute constant. It's come up so many times. Oof! I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a Twix and a lie down, is what I'm going to do. Do join me over on the Gem Stars. It's a way that you can support the channel, and it's also a way that you can have fun with the rest of us. We're doing individual card pulls, we're doing members only live streams, and we're doing, it's like, what are we doing? We're doing picker cards, love readings, all sorts of exclusive stuff and videos over there. So that is in the description box below. And also check out the love reading I did recently, because it's really good, if I'm allowed to say that. Leave me a comment, share this video. I'll see you soon. Namaste.